Wow! Hello, chat buns. My microphone's a bit loud. Hello, chat buns. How are all of you? I am here with new game came out. Wow! Hi, I see. Oh, fuck's sake, the Waruto things. I just noticed I am slightly thing because the Waruto screen has resized itself. One moment. There we go. I forget, it always does that when I faff around with monitor stuff. Anyway, hello. Welcome everyone. I have been getting more into Pokémon Champions than I expected to. Really? My Pokémon Master Journey, yes. Hi, Adam. Yeah, like, I've been just finding, like, it does kind of, like, scratch that same itch I had of Shadowverse, where it's a reasonably short 1v1 matches of a turn-based kind of like strategy game, and like without any other card games to go through. I really was missing much, and I've been on and off playing try-hard Pokemon occasionally, but never really made it much of a thing. But this has been really fun. I've been really enjoying it, though I don't think I'm that good at it yet. I would not profess to claim that I truly understand what I'm doing. Honestly, I've been quite, like... There's technical issues, there's a bunch of technical issues, but in terms of, like, the core idea and how they've done it, I'm actually quite impressed with how it is, like, because it's a free to play game, and they're always saying, okay, they've made another Pokemon gacha like Masters EX or whatever, but it's surprisingly limited of how much you can actually, like, there's not actually that much to spend your money on. You get your, because like the quote-unquote gacha element is this recruit part where you can use it to recruit Pokemon that you don't have. Because you can import things if you with Pokemon Home, you don't, which is free if you don't mind having a tiny box size line. But like you have this what is effectively a gacha banner of everyone in the roster. I assume still 20 minutes until it's not worth spending a coupon for a 20-minute thing, so I'll show off the thing. That's I say was Yeri, great. But yeah, so you like stuff like TGC Pocket, and I don't know how other stuff do it. They do basically you have a time until your next like free roll, and you get tickets to reduce that time. I know that's how they did it in, you get like items to reduce that time as basically your rolls, your currency towards rolls. And like you can't buy these tickets. There's no, as far as I'm aware, there's no way to like directly buy tickets or VP or anything. There is a starter pack which does give you a bunch of stuff for some money. There's a battle pass and a membership, and that's it. That's everything you can spend money on. So you can spend, which is a surprising amount of restraint. There's no like the most you could really spend money on this game is buying £21. So I'm guessing that's probably like $50 for a year of the membership. And the fucking battle pass, which honestly doesn't actually get you that much. It does get you... I see. And yeah, like And like on the starter pack, which isn't that expensive, but still money. But I haven't spent any money. I have been playing and enjoying the game without spending a dime, unless you count the money I spent on Pokemon games. Usually, what if they added outfits for your mons? Yeah, like if you own like any of the Switch, if you just happen to own any of the Switch Pokemon games, it's very easy to move things across via home. I mean, it's a few steps, but it's like it doesn't cost you anything. There's no limit on how much aside from the default small box size. I have a box size of 40 because I reached Ultra Ball tier. Once you get some box space for reaching ranks, so I'm guessing I think you only get like 20 box spaces total from the ranks. I think the idea is if you have the starter pack, you get to go up to 80 default, and then you get another 20 from the rank. So with the starter pack and ranks, you have 100 box slots. You do have to, if you want to like be, so you can't have too much stuff unless you buy the membership, which gives you 1,000 box spaces whilst you have the membership. Again, very similar price point to Pokemon Home, really. But yeah, you just get a bunch of guys. You get some guys on trial. Trial recruitment mostly I just use as a maybe I will want this later, but I'm not entirely sure. Because the one thing about trial recruitments is you cannot alter them. You cannot change trial recruits. And only sometimes they come like fully statted up and everything, but they might not have the best moves. Like, yes, I'd love to have Trick Room Beartic, I guess? With Slush Rush? Not entirely sure about that. But you mostly just grab them and said, I've moved a few things. Link you to home so you can get 3,000 VP for a Pikachu that's been accruing value. How do you get... Huh? How'd you get VP for, from your box stuff? Or is that just a special thing? There's a mission. Ah. Yeah, I forgot about the starter mission. Yeah, collect a Pokemon from Pokemon Home. Hello, graphic. But yeah, it's got your usual free-to-play game of these weekly starters, and then or if you paid membership, you'd get 3 tickets a week, 3 of each tickets a week. Yeah. I don't currently have any VP, so I can't actually do any training, but I can show off the training interface. Yeah, so let's say if we take our... Who hasn't been trained at all? You have been trained at all. I mean, I haven't actually... Or have I? I think I have, actually. I don't think I just can't remember who I've actually used. But you get the idea. You go to your guy. You go to Cleavor. Oh, yeah. And he's like, I would like my Cleavor to be... So you can just, like, hit the, shuffle up and down the stats. This is the EVs from previous games, so the stuff you get from fighting. IVs are gone. Don't know what IVs are, though. No one cares. They're gone now. IVs aren't in Champions. They're still in things. But yeah, you get the idea. You can shuffle your points around. It costs VP. Doesn't cost VP to take away points, but it does cost VP to add points to something. So obviously. And then you can change its nature for your stat alignments, which is decently costly, as well as changing abilities. And changing moves. Moves is surprising. I'm surprised, like, once you train a move, it doesn't, like, stay trained. But I guess they gotta keep some. So it's hard. Unless you have a pretty large supply of VP, it's hard to like keep swapping moves out that easily. I guess you probably like start accumulating it more once you've settled on a team, and I haven't settled on a team, so I keep training up new guys from scratch, and it's like, oh no, it's ruining me financially. But yeah, you can copy teams from IDs from friends or whatever. And yeah, so got all the battles. One very neat feature is it does have this battle data, so you can go see. It doesn't have any data on trainers yet, but you can see what are the usage rankings for everyone. So in these singles, everyone loves our friend Garchomp. And in doubles, we've got the fake out siblings of Incineroar and Sneasler, here to say you don't get to move on your first turn. Fuck off. Then you can go to Incin and see if, sure enough, almost everyone is running fake out on their Incineroar, along with his other second move, Parting Shots, and then you can see what's Parting Shot do, and then you can go see what the move does. And you can see what items people use on it, who they're often paired up with, what natures they're usually given. Careful Incineroar is popular, interesting. And stats. Okay, so people tend to go for a tankier Incineroar. My Incineroar is kind of fast, which is probably bad. And of course, almost everyone goes Intimidate. Who is the 0.1% using Incineroar with Blaze? Probably someone who just took a... Like, that's probably like trial... the tiny outliers are probably people just using trial things, but yeah. It's Incineroar, he's the best guy for a reason. You're either playing him, you're either using him. I also want to play this. To be honest, Bravebird Halucha is kind of funny because people aren't really going to be expecting it. Because most people, so if we do it, it's easier than trying to type out on a Switch. If we go to flying types, because most people are using Mega Halucha, who has no guard. That's the only thing it is kind of like. If you can't find the stats for like a Mega Evo, as far as I can tell. But yeah, most people are expecting Halucha to do this trick, where they Mega Evolve, they use this power called Entrainment, which is like a copy of Entertainment and Training, where it just gives another ally their ability, which in Mega Halucha's case is no guard, which means any attack used by or against that Pokemon with no guard will always hit. And then what they do is they pick someone like Excadrill or Snorlax or Vanillux. We'll go Vanillux because that's probably more likely to have thing. And then they give it the fucking... And Vanillux has access to Sheer Cold, which is a move that instantly kills whoever it hits. And they put that in the competitive game for some reason. They put all the insta-kills in the game. Because, of course, Halucha with no guard means that's always going to hit. And that's always going to kill. However, it is a bit of a gimmick, because Vanillux isn't... I don't think you can really see Vanillux's stats from here, but it's only reasonably hearable. Are you feeling interested? I've only been I've only like gotten hit by this combo like once. But then you realize it's very easy. It is somewhat easy to disrupt. Interesting. People actually put a special attack on their Vanillux, I guess, so in case, so that you can still like hit things with Blizzard and Freeze Dry. So yeah, what people are probably trying to do is they're probably trying to stop you from being able to do Hawlucha. They're probably like going, okay, I'll taunt Hawlucha so we can't use Entertainment. Yeah, Signature is very popular. I used it for a bit. It's like it's a similar spot where it's your guy who uses Rage Powder to protect your other guy whilst from doing something else. But he also just has the really strong abilities of Hospitality that heals the ally when it enters in, which is nice. Its signature move is both a multi-target move and it's a really strong drain, but also has a chance of burning. So it's just like, sure, I'll just have this attack that does everything. And then you can either, it's slow enough to be used in Trick Room teams, you can use Life Dew for more healing, Strength Snap for stopping physical sweepers, all that kind of stuff. Prison to stop other Sinistras. Yeah. Sinistra doesn't really do as much. Amoongus is used more for like Sinistra doesn't really have that much access to status moves. I don't think it actually has access to any of the status powders. Whilst so Amoongus you use if you want to actually do status effects, or Sinistra you use for healing. They're the kind of like similar kind of niche. Sinistcha is also a ghost. Being a ghost type means Sinistcha is immune to Fake Out. So you don't have to worry about that disrupting it. Yeah, it does get... it probably does get Will-O-Wisp, but I don't think it usually has room to run. I mean, we could double check the data. Do people run Will-O-Wisp on Sinistcha? This is in singles, that's why it's so low. I'm looking. That's why I'm also looking at the. That means I'm looking at the wrong. I need to filters by the filters system is a bit annoying. Oh, I'm all the way back. I'm all the way down here. Finish it. There you go. Yeah, no one's running. If it does get Will-O-Wisp, no one's running it. I think. Like, it's kind of just not needed when you got the burn chance from Machigotcha. And it's just like, it's just got better options. We can go see. Does it actually get Will-O-Wisp at all? Like, most ghost types get Will-O-Wisp. We do have one. Mine's a bit more offensively. Will-O-Wisp is fire move. Yep, it might just not have Will-O-Wisp in Champions. Like a lot of just moves aren't there as well. For example, Incineroar doesn't get knockoff, so you just run Darkest Lariat. There's got Parting Shot, so but yeah, he just does not run. So there's just stuff that isn't there, like. No knockoff whatsoever. Right, I should probably... Has it been enough for doing a recruit? I wasted enough time. Probably not. I think I'm a few minutes off. 3 minutes, god damn it. Okay, if I had any VP, I could also... Like, one of the other funny things is there's just not a lot here at the moment. They've evidently wanted to keep it extremely basic. So, most of your items... So, like, there's almost no items. It's just like, okay, you've got your berries, and you've got your type boosters, and a couple of utility items. And then Mega Stones. Not all the Megas are in yet. Like, there's a lot of the not even all the ZA Megas are in yet. Makes me think they've delivered the ones that they have. Yeah, no, there is Choice Scarf is in the game, but not any of the other choice items. It's just Choice Scarf, so no specs or band or whatever. There is Choice Scarf. But yeah, no life orb, no life orb, no Rocky helmet, no assault vest. Very, very limited. And like the selection, you can like see the actual full selection of everyone in. This is everyone on the banner, but like of all the Pokemon, these are all the guys you got. And a lot of these are just like different forms of the same guy. Like, look, Alcremie takes up over a whole line of itself by itself. You got four variants of Gurgeists, different colors of Florges. The monkeys are here for some reason. Like, they put the monkeys in, but not the start. Yeah, they do have the regions. Stars region. What am I talking about? Yeah. There's another region they don't have starters for. It's always funny, it's just like fucking Arbok is here. For some reason, you have Arbok. All of the Tauruses. If only Arbok was... Arbok's one of those guys like, oh, it's a cool classic Pokemon. It is... functionally... Yeah, it is functionally unusable. I don't think there is any possible situation where you would ever want to use Arbok. I don't think it has... As far as I'm aware, it has nothing going for it, which is a shame. They should have given it a Mega. And have that be disappointing. Oh, it's got Intimidate! Intimidate's the best skill in the game! Best ability in the game! If only there weren't anything else with Intimidate that was slightly better. I mean, what's Incineroar doing on the screen? Huh? What's Gyarados doing in the screen? It's not even the best Intimidator from Gen 1, is the sad thing. It's outclassed at both by Gyarados and Arcanine. Poor guy. Like, Kangaskhan is here, but Kangaskhan does not get Drain Punch anymore, so... Mega Kanga is just... It doesn't have Power-Up Punch, so Mega Kanga just is barely a threat anymore. Like, first they nerfed the actual ability, so it does less damage, and then they nerfed the fucking... Then they just took away Power-Up Punch, so it just does not deal damage. They're all as soul friends. There's a lot of stuff I do want to try out a lot, but mostly I probably could have done recruit though. So I'll kind of like go through what I do because I'm trying to like figure. I've got what I think is like a solid team. I just don't know if I can use it properly. Also, I'm running the problem is like I want to have Choice Scarf on my Zoroark, but I would also really like to have Choice Scarf on Basculegion. I think I might give Zoroark something else. Maybe I just give it a normal or Ghost booster, so I just get big damage, Hyper Voice and Bitter Mouses off. Or just... Listen, I would love to have Choice Specs, because then I just have Choice Specs Zoroark, and I can force something to have Choice Specs, and that's usually a safer option than giving something Choice Scarf. Then I can have Choice Scarf on Basculegion. And also you can put fucking Hyper Beam on Zoroark for just massive stab damage with Choice Specs, and it's very funny. Like, it has to rest for a turn, but Zoroark, it's pretending to be a guy. But yeah, the basic idea of Zoroark is can pretend to be King Gambit, and King Gambit is a very scary guy, or girl in my case, and who people usually want to obliterate as soon as possible. So they will see King Gambit, and they will see 4 times weak to fighting. And they will fire off a fighting type move into King Gambit, but surprise, it was Hisuian Zoroark, who is immune from being a ghost type. Or they'll try and fake him out, which Zoroark is also immune to. It is delightfully devilish, but I think what I actually need is a good pure fairy type, because then that makes a good like triangle, or I've been told this makes a good triangle of resistances between King Gambit, Zoroark, and a pure fairy type. And I'm told the go-to for that is Clefairy, not Clefable. Because Clefairy has access to Friend Guard, which makes it a lot stronger than Clefable, who loses Friend Guard and gains Unaware for some reason. So most people run, so in tournaments people ran, not just with Zoroark, but with other teams as well. They ran Clefairy with Eviolite. Mega Glamora is pretty damn strong, and I wish I could, like, show off the Mega. Any way to... Yeah, okay. So Mega Glamora does seem pretty good. Like, it's decently fast. It's not crazy fast, but it's fast enough to outspeed a lot of stuff. And it has... it just has massive special attack and a really good stab combo with adaptability. So it's like poison and rock just tend to hit a lot of stuff either neutrally or super effectively, and anything it hits, it will hit hard. And obviously you do need a ground move because otherwise steel types completely wall you. But obviously, it's the only problem is like steel types are a problem because even with access to Earth power, without the adaptability boost, you're not doing that much damage. So steel types are still a big problem, which is kind of like why I was like, maybe I need a fire type somewhere in here because I don't really. And Meteor Beam with Power Herb, yeah, that also that in singles that makes sense. This is like, I've mostly just been playing double because that seems to be the more rounded format at the very least. I did want to try singles. I didn't keep the team around because you only get 3 team slots if you're a dirty free-to-play player. I didn't want to try stuff for singles, I didn't want to try stuff with Espathra because it's funny. Speed boost with the stored power is very funny. But yeah, so I've got... So it's kind of like a semi-meta team. It's got Sneasler as my early disruptor because it can fake out taunt and just kill things. And then Pelipper and Basculegion for almost like with a counter, but also just having access to water. I was running Swift Swim. I might go back to Swift Swim Basculegion, to be honest. I did go to Adaptability. Problem is like, if I lose my Pelipper, then my Basculegion is now very slow. And adaptability means it's like just... It has really, really strong Acrogest and Floaters, but it don't really need Scarf. The problem is Scarf is mostly used by... I think I will... In this case, I will... Can I give... Do I actually have anything to give... The problem is, do I have anything to give... I suppose I can give it a... Citrus Berry. It's not going to be as fast. The thing is, then I'm not... I'll... Because I want to... If I'm running Trick, I want it to have something that's going to, like, screw over my opponent. I just don't have access to enough. This is why Choice Scarf is the best, because it locks in something, so... But again, I would really like Choice Scarf Basculegion, but then that is just the same Basculegion everyone is using. Pelipper is also good because the Rain also provides some more defenses, helps defend King Gambit against their, Well, you want to trick specs onto physical attackers or stuff that, or the support, like, because if you can lock something into using, again, there's a few options, like tricking specs onto physical attackers is the optimal thing, or just tricking a choice item onto, say, the support guy so that they can't, like, do a bunch of stuff. But I guess, like, taunt's usually better for that. But yeah, I would just really like to have choice specs. Anyway, I can't retrain Basculegion. Anyway, now I've wasted enough time. Oh yeah, now we've got a little thing saying it's time for a new lineup, so I'll show you how. The recruitment is you go, I would like to meet a new lineup of guys. And from some achievements, you get tickets that let you... Things. I don't really need any of these, but I'd love to have his fairy-type tickets, because getting... a Clefairy is apparently seems to be a pain in the ass. I should double check the Fable as funny. The funny obscure strategy is Lopunny with Klutz tricking Assault Fest on things. Oh, yeah, because you can... That is funny, because yeah, of course, Klutz means you don't care about Assault Vest locking you out. You have to have Klutz to be able to trick Assault Vest. Yeah. Yeah. I get how that works. That is funny. So, Lopunny is in the game, but unfortunately not Assault Fest. Anyway, let's just do a base roll. See what we get. So you get this little naff little gacha animation that'll like show something special if you get like something with a type. Like the most gacha it is like, oh, sometimes you get... I already have a Hatrine, but this Hatrine is called Hatrine the Great. And I kind of just want the Hatrine the Great. Look, there's Arbok. It's like, I don't have, like, Is all for Alligator the Lively? Yeah, they just have random titles on it. I do already have a Hatrine, so it would kind of be a waste. But having it for Alligator would be quite nice. That saves... But then... Yeah, Mega for Alligator is pretty... So a lot of stuff is solid in this, in this meta. It's a very weird meta. It's kind of low power, so a lot of stuff... I feel like once we get some more stuff, a lot of these guys might start falling off. I already have Finisher, unless it was the rare form, it doesn't matter. Loaded Raichu's alright, but without terrain setters... Yeah, none of the kind of awkward part is there's no automatic terrain setters. Terrain is in the game. Terrains are in the game, but only as skills. Because like I could get a Feraligatr just from the battle pass, but I think I do just grab the Hatrine the Great. Like, I'm not getting that anywhere else. I can get like Feraligatr the Lively is alright, but Hatrine the Grey is just the best possible title you could get for something like this. This does mean I can have two Hatrines, it's fine. I might have to release one of them. But I don't have any points, so I can't actually permanently recruit them, but I'll keep Hatrine the Great in the back pot. I think it's worth it. It's surely worth the VP for having a Hatrine that I will have to train this up immensely because what are these healer? I don't think you ever run healer on things. Bold stat alignment? What is this? Like, in terms of like what they actually rolled on stats is god awful, but the title, yeah, fuck it. Because I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference. Like, I can run two different Hatrine archetypes. Yes, the two different Hatrine archetypes. Trick Room and Trick Room with a different moveset. I mean, I can have one that has Trick Room and one that doesn't have Trick Room, just not being as a Trick Room setter. I can have one that runs Trick Room and one that sets up Psychic Terrain. Anyway, I'm taking Hatrine the Great. A daily mission for doing that, so obviously, but since you can do a recruit for free every time. I might end up buying the starter kit at some point just because it's probably worth it. I think Pain Split is in... I think she does get Pain Split. You can check on my permanently recruited Hatrine. Which is running a very standard set. Pain Split? Maybe not Pain Split. I thought Pain Split was a ghost move. Oh no, yep, yeah, Pain Split. Anyway, let's play some battles against some people. But I haven't really done much singles. But I've reached Ultra Ball tier on doubles. Tank Hat with Draining Kit is decent then, yeah. That makes sense. But there's maybe I do run that on this team then. But I don't know if there's... Also, hello, Lilies. I don't... Light looking. Right, so I'll go with what I usually do. Keep in mind, I will probably make a lot of mistakes, because I really don't know what I'm doing. I think my main problem so far is that I don't really have a good sense of what my opponent's lineup means they will do yet. So, okay. I can get a kind of idea. So they've got... Meganium, standard, sits in Under the Rain, hard to deal with. Incineroar, standard, I can pretty much figure out. Mousehold will be their follow me guy. Archaludon is there for more rain damage. Archaludon is my big problem. I really don't have a solution to Archaludon. apart from hoping I get to hit it with Sneasler. So I think against this lot I do start with Sneasler. I think that gives me... They don't really have that many stuff that's great against it, apart from Basculegion. I'm gonna go with what I usually try, which is this lineup. So I start with Sneasler and Sneasler and Zoroark. Zoroark is pretending to be King Gambit. I don't know if that's actually that useful here. Yeah, I think I just start with Sneasler, King Gambit, and then have Basculegion. Because I don't need to set my own rain. What they'll probably start with, though, is thinking about it. Probably Mousehold and Pelipper. Okay, Pelipper and Archaludon. So Pelipper sets up rain. Thing is, I think I want to taunt, so we taunt the Pelipper so it doesn't set... but it might just Hurricane. I think the Pelipper's going to try and Hurricane me. So I'm just going to try and kill Archaludon before it can act. Is there any reason to swap King Gambit? Not really, I think we just... Ah, fuck. You saw that coming. Ah, shit. I think I've lost this. There's a Tailwind Archaludon. Yeah, no. It's... You're just like, nope, 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 I am done. I cannot... If I don't kill Archaludon right there, I don't have any answer to it, basically. Behind Tailwind, they just kill... I should have just gone for faking out Pelipper, so it didn't get to set up Tailwind. Like, the correct choice would have been fake out and on... just fake out and Kyoto on Pelipper. Okay. Bit more of an unorthodox team. Lots of shinies. But they're also doing Drizzle, but they're using Politoed instead of Pelipper. They don't have Intimidate, so I don't know if I actually want to open with Sneasler. But they've got their own Sneasler. I think I kind of do want... So I think I want to start with... I do think I want to just do... this again. So what I can do is fake out and maybe put the Scarf onto Whimsicott. I don't know if that's actually good, but then it just starts firing Moonblasts at me. I'll see what they open with. Manitrick is an interesting choice. A Mega could either be Scizor or Dragonite. Both of which would be bad. Sneasler and Whimsicott, okay. I'm gonna fake out Whimsicott so it can't set up this, and then just go for Hyper Voice to do a shitload of damage. Yep, okay, they fell for the bait. Love it when a plan comes together. But they are gonna get, I can't stop the, The only problem is now I don't have a way of stopping Whimsicott. I think I just close combat their Sneasler. And Hyper Voice again. Ah, fuck! Okay. They didn't get Tailwind set up. I do have to swap out. Oh no, they're stupid! Why do they keep close combating the guy that's immune? Did they not forget what happened? I don't know, it's not a bot. Bots are really obvious in this. And they can't forfeit, so... which Pokemon? There's quite a few of them, but if you're thinking of, Hisuian Zoroark? Or King Gambit? Or Sneasler? Yeah, Ghost Zoroark is from Legends Arceus. Or Arceus, or however else you want to pronounce it. And it's basically Zoroark, but with a crazy good typing. Because it has 3 immunities. And on something that can pretend to be other guys. That's crazy good. Its problem is that it is made of fucking paper. It sounds broken, but like, if you can, it tends not to survive hits. It's fast, but not fast enough to be like crazy good, and it just doesn't have it's got a great like disruptive move pool. So it's like, it seems really good, but it's actually not as crazy good, but it is fun for gimmicks. Yeah, I mean, you get to see the lineup on the tournament, but it's very easy to counter him. But on regular, you can still make it work, but you do have to you do have to be clever about it. But yeah, so I am thinking, yeah, I don't think this rain setup is really. Yeah, after Gen 5 they added Team Brewer and Zoroark was forever screwed. I mean, that screwed regular Zoroark, but, because that's way before Hisuian Zoroark was a thing. I mean, then Hisuian Zoroark was made to be like, okay, this is actually good now. It's actually usable now. Like, it's not a top tier by any stretch of the means, but it is usable. But yeah, I'm agreeing with the sentiment that I do need something instead of this Rain Core. Question is, what, like, Sinistra might be good? So I have access to Rage Powder, but then I'm running... Maybe I run Corviknight as my, Tailwind guy? Cinnarol could just sit on the team. Hisuian Typhlosion, also not bad. Bathra sadly not that good in double. Kilowattrel isn't in, I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen it. You can check from the route list. I'm pretty sure Kilowattrel isn't in. Yeah, no. So, like, common... There's a good rain counter that says Tailwind. Yeah, so common Tailwind setters I've seen around are, of course, Pelipper, whatever. So Corviknight, Hawlucha sometimes. Aerodactyl I've seen as well. Because he is the fastest guy. They don't even bother with Mega Aerodactyl, they just like do Aerodactyl with Tailwind and hits you really hard otherwise. Yeah, there's a few Tailwind. Talonflame. I've seen Talonflame be a Tailwind setter. And Whimsicott, of course. I can never remember. Do abilities like Girafarig... Is it Farigiraf in this? I can't remember. Do abilities like... yeah, Farigiraf. They only stop offensive priority moves. So, like, they don't stop Prankster Tailwind, right? But they would stop Prankster Encore, right? Or Taunt. I am kind of tempted to run Farigiraf. Because if I run Farigiraf, and I have Zoroark pretend to be Farigiraf, does that actually achieve anything? But it'll make my opponent not use Fake Owl or Sucker Punch, because they think a Farigiraf is on the field. But actually it's Zoroark, but does that actually achieve anything is the question. I don't think it has any particular synergy with, like, Choice Scarf. My Sneasel's running on Burden, so that doesn't really work out. It can block targeted priority status, so yeah, it would stop Encore, but it wouldn't stop Tailwind. That's what I thought. Because it does say, like, moves are used against you. I really don't know. So as I've... The big problem is Duraludon. Duraludon is ruining my life. I could run Goodra. That would be fun. Goodra or Corviknight. I would need to swap out Bulk Up for Iron Defense. That'd probably be the sensible idea. I think Corviknight's a bad idea, because Corviknight does just die to Electroshock. Could put Ninetales in there, just again to counter weather. Give me ice damage, which is kind of useful. I'll probably swap out a Psyshock for Protect. Maybe Meganium. There's a different Mega option. Like, I feel like to counter, so I don't get owned by Tailwind, I do feel like I need a Trick Room user. So maybe I do take Farigiraf. Because, like, Armor Tail doesn't stop the priority Tailwind, but Trick Room just negates its advantage entirely. But again, so many of my stuff is fast already. I guess if I'm running Farigiraf, I just don't include Sneasel. You know, everything else is Because a lot of these do outspeed. Yeah, a lot of these will outspeed stuff that is behind text. Is even stuff that's behind Tailwind. Mega Starmie is fun. Again, doesn't. What are our Caludon's Earth power. It can Earth power Alcaludon, but Alcaludon usually survives. Is the thing without adaptability, especially if they've built. It can't. You know, what I've usually found is that it will do a lot of damage, but Alcaludon is still just about bulky enough to survive one hit of Earth power usually. Like, it'll take, like, most of its health and damage, but it'll survive one hit, and then it will, counter-kill Glimora. With a steel hit, with like, Flash Cannon or something. Yeah, I know that the thing is I need special damage, I need special ground or fighting is your main way of dealing with Arcaludon. Or just obliterate it before it gets any boosts from stamina, which again is also hard. Yeah, I don't know what I need. Let's try. Let's try Gudra just as a. Like, but I've built mine to do well in Trick Room. It's like it's not going to outspeed anything. Do I actually need? Don't know what I'm doing. Nice. Let's give you disrespect. That does give me grass. I could replace Shadow Ball with a utility. Maybe I do Azumarill? That gives me... Azumarill will give me... Like, it's not a... It's a bit gimmicky. It does give me a good spread of things to hit. Sun and Mega Meganium. I don't have any... Problem is, I don't have any Sunsetters. Just not any... The main Sunsetter is either Torkoal or... What do I do? Yeah, we aren't really doing Sun as, to boost Mega Meganium. It's Sun to counter Rain, basically. So I could just, instead of using Sun to counter Rain, I could run Ninetales. We're really... Which does a similar thing, but not that useful. Snow just isn't a very strong. Does boost Icy Zoroark's Icy Wind though. And a lot of my team building options would be... Wouldn't running 9 just make opponent arc better? Yeah, because he just obliterates it with Steam. It really doesn't do that much, does it? Maybe I just... go Swift Swim, Basker Legion. Swap out Aquajet for something, maybe. I don't have a lot of VPs currently though, so I didn't actually play some games, so maybe I should just give... I mean, I do have Cleavor, the Stealth Rock. I was running that as a counter to, Megazord. Megazord Y. But Cleaver would have to take the Scarf. Is the only thing. Like Cleaver without Scarf just does not work. He is not fast. He is just slightly not fast enough. I should really just try this guy again. Maybe we give up on Zoroark for now until I have a pure fairy type. I mean, I can just, like, give him... not Specs, just give you a Citrus Berry for now. And then just don't have Trick for this one battle. That I need to get some more VP. But I'm doubling up on Rock, which is kind of... yeah, I'm doubling up with a lot of things this, though. I guess you're not taking everything at once. Your Focus Sash is another... yeah. Yeah, because the berry's kind of like... yeah, he's not going to survive that many... hits, true. What could be funny is if he survives a hit and doesn't... Yeah. You can bunch on a lot of things with a Bitter Malice, but I'm kind of running somewhat disruptive. Okay, let's give this a try then. Let's just see how it goes. I think there's only so much like pondering about in the select screen I can do before thinking, okay, let's see what we do. Okay. Interesting lineup. I'm guessing Lucha is probably there for Abomasnow's Sheer Cold. Okay. Do I want to try and set up Cleave Rocks here is the question. On turn 1, or do I want to... I think I do. I think I do want to try and set up Rocks. Yeah, nothing. Meganium doesn't really hit much apart from... Yeah, Rocks don't look like they're gonna hit much against... Yeah, Rocks will hit against a decent amount of them. Meganium's not gonna hit against much. Zoroark doesn't really hit against much either, so yeah, I think this is good. Okay, Hawlucha and Incineroar, so... Hawlucha with Mold Breaker, Incineroar with Intimidate. So they're not going to use Hawlucha's... So this is probably actually not Entertainment Hawlucha then, if they're starting with Incineroar. I'm still going to... I feel like I want to... Yeah, I'm going to play it somewhat safe. I know I could just kill Incineroar, but... Yeah, so it's Mega Hawlucha. It's possibly a mistake. I think I've fucked up. Incineroar ain't doing shit this turn. And I've set up Rocks. Weevil survives the hit, excellent. I will Diaclaw, Hawlucha, and Stone Axe Incineroar. I probably should swap out Cleavor, actually, shit. I forgot he's still intimidated, so he's got a stat drop. Yeah, don't bother hitting... Oh no, the Hawlucha is protecting itself. Okay, whatever. Yeah, if it wasn't for Intimidate, that would have killed. I fucked up there. I should have just gone for... Yeah, Parting Shot, Sneasler, so Sneasler is now... These rocks are going to start adding up now, though, if they're doing switch outs at this point. There's Garchomp. I definitely do want to swap out Cleavor at the... Really want to get rid of this Hawlucha. Hang on, what do I... Just remind myself what I've got. I think I just have to let Cleavor die here. I don't think there's no good swap-ins against Garchomp here. I fish for a state. I think I fish for a status off Diaclaw and Stone Axe Hawlucha. Put him to sleep. Yeah. I mean, yeah, well, it's very strange if you comment it straight from competitive. There's Earthquake. Bye to both of these. I'd say it's worth playing, like, because the roster is very limited, your item selection is very limited, but that does make for... And if you haven't been... I think if you're a long-time competitive player, I think then, yeah, the game is not in a great spot. But I think if you are a, like, want to get into it, it's probably a fairly good, thing. This is actually pretty good. They get the boost off King Gambit, so I will Sucker Punch Garchomp, because I don't think... I'm definitely not outspeeding it. And I don't think Glamora is outspeeding it, and I think I do just Earth Power Incin. So, Defiant boosted Sucker Punch from King Gambit should kill Garchomp. Yeah. And he didn't. I said, it's free. It's even if you don't have any Pokemon games, it's pretty easy to get into. Like, you can make a pretty solid team with, like, starting resources. And there's a Obama! You get hit by rocks, and now it's snowing. And he's going to die. Just Power Gem. Both are the same super effective level. Oh, he gets... Does Abomasnow have Slush? Oh, it must be Scarfed. It must be a Scarf Abomasnow. Okay. Yeah. There's no way, there's literally no other way for it to outspeed, Yeah, that is a funny rain counter. Okay. I want to go back out because I want to edit my team a little. Mostly I just want to swap Trick on Zoroark for something else. Probably Taunt? I've already got Taunt. What other good, Let's see, what other good, Got Knockoff? Knockoff is kind of like Trick. But it doesn't do a lot of damage because it's a, physical, and it's a special spec. Is Burning Jealousy? Not a bad idea. Will-O-Wisp is also pretty good. I mean, his physical attack isn't terrible, so Knockoff. And Focus Blast for obliterating, but then it's yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Will-O-Wisp is probably the best choice. I've already got Between Will-O-Wisp and Bitter Malice, I do just have, like, the fuck your physical attacker set on this guy. It's probably easier ways to lower attack, because I think most people do prefer running Shadow Ball over Bitter Malice, just because it's slightly more damage. But the cool thing about Bitter Malice is it gets around Bulletproof, which I have accidentally fucked myself over by forgetting Bulletproof exists. But yeah, Stone's really good against Insim. Okay, what we got? Okay. So Stones beats Talonflame and Frostlass. Not much else though. Oh. They're running... There. What's her name as the Insin counters? They might not bring that against me. I think I do want, because Talonflame's probably their Tailwind setter. So I think if I can stop that, then... I can do this. I don't think Zarok's do. Like, I could Will-O-Wisp the Basculegion? Would be pretty good. So, Glamora or... I think Meganium, given the Basculegion, I think. Yeah, Glamora's weak to both, to a bunch of their stuff. So I think Meganium's the better pick here. Like, Glamora's weak to Gardevoir, it's weak to Basculegion, it's weak to pretty dragon snake that's not a dragon, it's just pure water. Okay, Gardevoir and Basculegion. I can't fake out Basculegion. I think Cleaver with Scarf is faster than Basculegion with Scarf. I think what I do is... question is, do I set up... I think I U-turn here. I don't think it's worth setting up rocks here. We U-turn into King Gambit. Meganium would have also... Either choice, I think, would have been good. Okay, so... I do need to kill that Gardevoir. So I think even if they do... Did they have any steel types? If they don't have any... I think... Yeah, I think Diaclaw is pretty... Listen there, I think I will risk the Sucker Punch on Basculegion. It worked! It's like they could have swapped out, and that would have been bad. But they didn't, so... And they just like, yep. Yeah. Yeah, because I was like... My idea was like, Diaclaw still hit... Whatever Diaclaw hits, it's still going to hit really hard. Even if they swap out, because I don't think they had any steel types to resist it. To, like, be immune to it. So the only... So... I was pretty much guaranteed to get either a strong hit off Diaclaw or killing Gardevoir. And their main... If they protected or... And they weren't... They would definitely scarf Basculegion, I feel like. So they were going to have to either swap out Basculegion or hit Wave Crash again. So Sucker Punch either kills Basculegion or forces a swap out. Whilst Kotokli just means I risk losing King Gambit, so which is not great. Alright, what we've got? Ooh, we've got this. This is definitely a Trick Room team. I don't know if Gengar, their Mega is definitely Mega Meganium. One of their Megas is definitely Mega Meganium. I gotta go to therapy, but thanks for waking up the comp. It was funny. So yeah, stones are useless here, so I'm not taking Cleavor, I think. Yeah, I guess Meganium. Geraldon, I still have a problem, but like, no, I need Glimora to deal with Geraldon, don't I? Gengar's always a tough one. I never know what, because they can run support on it. It's got a lot of options, Gengar. Okay, Politoed and Arcaludon. They're going straight for the offense. Arcaludon's probably going to protect this turn, because they're probably going to be like, they're probably going to predict a, like, are they going to... I'm just going to fake out Politoed. I think that's the smarter option here. Nothing... I'm then trying to Will-O-Wisp. This mostly just turns out their leftovers more than anything. Like, I know it doesn't do anything for their actual stats, but... yeah, okay, fuck, I should have just tried and killed them. Okay, that's fine, because he's got the scarf. He's got the sash, rather. Like, I am just... Right, let's get a close combat hit on Arcaludon, I think, is the thing I need to do here. I am tempted... Do I just get a hit on Politoed, or do I burn it? Is the question, really. Because I don't want to Hyper Voice or Icy Wind, because that'll trigger another, I think I just Bitter Mouth, because they might swap out Politoed. Okay, yeah. I kind of figured that, but I do just have to, like, this isn't going to do that much. Yeah, triggers your berry, whatever. Gets the berry out of the way. Weather Ball Zoroark, yeah, sure. He's done his job. He's done his job of absorbing a couple of hits. But he has used his Protect. So I need to kill this. It's... I don't know if they can actually... if Politoed's gonna screw me over here, but I need to kill Arcaludon before it just obliterates me. He's withdrawing it, because he knows what's coming. Gengar! Gengar dies to Power Gem at the very least. And because I don't have, this actually works out pretty well for me. Unless... oh fuck, Caesar is faster. Shit. Caesar is still... okay, they didn't have Focus Sash on Gengar. Politoed Weather Ball on Glimora. Glimora should just about survive. No, he doesn't. Shit. This is real bad. So here's the call. Are they going to... With King Gambit? Interesting. Oh no, that's my King Gambit. Ridiculous! Okay, so they're going to try and... That's not good. They're going to try and set up Trick Room. Can't let that happen. But I am kind of screwed. Are they going to predict that I would taunt them? And just try and kill me? Okay, Weather Pull on... Sure. God, that hurts so much. Fuck off. Okay, yeah, it's got a... Berry to survive that. Shit, yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, Yeah, I'm no good at predicting, like, Arcaludon, like, protect turns, I think. Is a big weakness I'm having here. Okay, no. Not much that Glimora deals with, so not so. My Mega will probably be Meganium here. I need Sneasler. Who's my go-to for just killing Sneasler from the roundup? I don't really have one. Sneasler itself, I guess. Zoroark does actually good damage with Hyper Voice, so maybe. Wait, no, wrong order. Hi, next time. There. Blastoise. The Sneasler. And the Will-O-Wisp their Sneasler. Fake out their Blastoise. Because it's gonna try and obliterate me. It's a shiny Blastoise, yeah! I mean, he's in ranked ladder, true. Some people just like certain guys. The Zoroark trick worked again! I'm actually gonna close combat Blastoise to trigger my Unburden. And then Bitter Malice on Sneasler, or whatever they swap in. Oh, that's a good. That means I get the The Blastoise does get to act here. It probably does obliterate my Sneasler at the very least, but I feel like he's done. Garchomp gets hit with Yeah, that's not too bad actually. It was a Zoroark! And they forfeit because they got their attackers nerfed to shit. I think they're expecting Blastoise to hit harder than that somehow. Like, Mega Blastoise is alright. But... yeah, I think I just had I had very good calls there, and they fell for the Zoroark trap. Okay, we've got the fake out blocker. I don't actually have any other priority. I got a decent a Bomber Snow, and they got 2 things weak to Stealth Rock. I might need Meganium just to deal with Rotom more than anything. I think I won't... yeah, let's go... you. I assume you hate all the guys, that's your problem. Poor Ivy. Yeah, okay. Don't have an answer to Lucario with this though, do I? Well, I think I can manage. Lucario is probably their Mega. So actually I probably should have thought about Lucario. I might just get swept by Lucario here. I suppose the Zoroark is my main counter to Lucario, unless it's a special spec Lucario. That is the problem with Lucario, is like it can do mixed sets. Okay, Rigorif and Armor Rouge. So it's good idea, right? Good thing I did not bring... thing, so... I am going to Stone Axe Armor Rouge. And... Will-O-Wisp. It's gonna set up Trick Room, I feel like, so... oh no, I can Bitter Malice. Oh no, wait, it's normal type. Okay. Oh, I could have... okay. We've got stones set up. There is Rotom Wash. Okay. Weevil's done his job. So I want to get a burn off on this Lucario. Bitter Malice would also be good, but also I can survive a turn with Focus Sash, hopefully. Unless they... is Mega Lucario faster than Zoroark? Evil hits real hard. It is! Isn't. Excellent. Now, are you special or physical inclined? Physical inclined, excellent. And you have Will-O-Wisped my special attacker because you think it is a physical attacker. It does turn off his sash though. I will continue to Stone Axe your Rotom. Now I will Bitter Malice, go Lucario, try and kill it faster. Okay, sure. It doesn't really matter. Cleavor's turns are kind of useless at this point. He's done his job. Lucario now does no damage. Thank you. Probably... They've still got Farigarath. Yeah, I think against Rotom I do want Meganium, because it does have Will-O-Wisp, so... Sending out my actual King Gambit might be a problem. They don't have anything left that resists this, so... Then Hyper Voice should kill Lucario anyway. And make sure... And also just punish the switch-ins. It's the more safer option to just raw damage. Yeah, I killed both of them. Never mind. I did not click Mega! Whoops! Oh no! Thankfully they forfeited because they only had Farigarath left and I have a fucking... Yeah, like, you just knew you'd kill... Yeah. I just knew Hyper Voice... Like, I'm pretty sure Hyper Voice would have killed it. Like, honestly, if they swapped out to Farigarath, then the Taunt Solar Beam charged her. Yeah, it was BM. Trust, it was BM. Give me my stuff. I'm admiring my King Gambit and my Zorok. Okay. I could be a Lass. Or a Bug Catcher. Or a Hiker. Or a Ninja Kid. She just wiped the field and charged up Solar Beam. Yeah. Take a hike. I missed an achievement. What have I missed? Oh. Title! I've got a achievement for titles. Incredible. There's a lot of titles to get in this game. Okay, so this is actually going pretty well. Cleavor, turns out Cleavor was the guy I needed. Also, Will-O-Wisp is real good. I think Will-O-Wisp is really what's actually helping me out here. Just that option to just shut down physical attackers. Can I get a status that does the same for special attack, please? I can just shut down Arcaladon. Okay, no Arcaladon. They got Orthworm, though, which is also kind of bad. Orthworm, annoyingly... Oh, Orthworm's real bad, because it's got immunity to ground. I don't have a Johnny Low Kicker. Maybe I do need to... Maybe I need to give... Maybe I should put Low Kick on King Gambit. Probably a good idea. But just for the Arcaladon tech. Okay... Stone's not that useful here. They're not looking very swap happy. Meganium... Meganium is Fairy, which does help against Garchomp. I think that's actually one of my better options against Garchomp, so... What does Glimora hit? Glimora hits basically nothing. It hits Sinistra and Frostlass, I guess. Yeah, I think against Frostlass I want Glimora. Okay, Orthworm and Sneasler. So... they're probably going to swap out Orthworm for a, Ghost type, I feel like. But are they counting on me thinking that? I think I'm gonna try and just anti-fake out their fake out, and then I'm going to Will-O-Wisp their Sneasler to turn it off. Shit. Oh well. Achieves similar results, but slightly less good. Who up playing Orthworm? Hi, Yarugi. So their Sneasler's nerf. Orthworm body press. Excellent. That's what we want to see. We want to see Zoroark eating physical moves. My evil misdirection techniques. My King Guide is immune to fighting hacks! Oh, fuck off! I think that's the first time I've seen Diaclaw actually proc a status since it was nerfed. Oh yeah, I started... Okay, we got a good thing going here. Process is a problem. I can't really let it get the free swap out, but I don't have... I can taunt it to stop it setting up screens, but I don't think it's going to bother doing that. I think it's just going to, It is going to be faster than my Zoroark, but maybe I'll get the paralysis. Yeah, they're withdrawing Sneasler for Milotic. Understandable. Maybe I should have just swapped out Sneasler. Started the snow. Yeah! Get fucked! You thought paralysis was the high roll! Yeah, I'd forfeit too. Luck and women are on my side. It's true. That's my 50th win. Ranked win. Oh. As I said, like, I think the biggest buff to Zoroark is the opponent is being able to see what moves are 4 times effective. Because it's a very, very tempting button. It makes the button so much more tempting to press. Ah, fuck, it's Archaludon. Do I just accept that I just die to Archaludon? And Floette. I definitely think this is a Cleavor setup. I just need to put low kick on my King Gambit, don't I? It's too easy, like, Sneasler's too all-in. Does Zoroark do much here? Not really. It does very little to Archaludon. It does very little to... I don't know, it does? No, I do want... I think I do want Scarf Cleavor and Zoroark, and I'll do... Glimora and King Gambit. Yeah, so no, I'm running a risk by not running any. I'm hoping that the presence of both King Gambit and Sneasler make them not want to put Incin in first. Okay. Yep. God, I wish. So I'm gonna do that and good Icy Wind to slow down the Garchomp, but I think I'd rather get it on fire. Ah, fuck. But what they... Ah! Might kill Cleavor? No, not quite. This is a Scarfed Chomp then, because otherwise it wouldn't outspeed Zoroark. I just need to get this Stoneark set up. I'm gonna do Icy Wind for speed control now. Oh no, Garchomp's just going to... I'm hoping Cleavor survives Earthquake now that Garchomp has been burned, is basically the idea here. They swap out for Incineroar to reduce my attack. That's actually pretty good, considering I'm about to Stone Axe him. It missed! Fuck! Oh... I think that miss just cost me. Okay. They're going to fake Meow is the thing. I'm just gonna keep trying. Like, they're gonna fake him out, but... Spike... I might just Spiky Shield, actually, here. They're going to want to kill... Okay, they're withdrawing Garchomp. That's good. That's bad. Does this work? Are they fake outing? They're fake outing Cleavor. God, fuck my life. Didn't even kill him because of the Intimidate. God damn, I hate fucking Incineroar! He's not even dead because he's got the Citrus Berry. See, it doesn't quite kill Archaludon, which is a problem. Snarl, interesting. Lucky crit bastard. And parting shot to further nerf it. Ugh. What was his last guy? Garchomp, yeah. Garchomp that's burned at the very least. I have King Gambit. I think this is my best choice, really. Spread my damage out here. It's gonna protect, so he doesn't die. But King Gambit Sucker Punches Garchomp, which is a tanky guard. But this shouldn't. Glimora dies because it's quad weak. Oh no, I've lost. I just lose to Arcaludon! Why doesn't Glimora Earth Power? Yeah, Glimora is literally flying, but okay. It annoys me so much that, yeah, it does kind of annoy me that Earth Power... Glimora's Earth Power doesn't quite kill Arcaludon. Boy, I could be a Sneasler admirer if I wanted to have people give me funny looks. I do have a lot of VP, so I could do some customization or grabbing some guys. I think I just take... I swap Protect out for, gotta grind up Arena Admirer. Maybe singles. Arena's pretty good in singles. There, I think... I do go for a low kick over Protect. I don't think I'm not smart enough to do Protect, so... Any other swaps out I can make? Not really. I think possibly Meganium over Glimora. Glimora's too much of a glass cannon there, I feel like. Midnight V. Okay. They got them. They got a lot that. Actually, only Megazord is weak to rocks, but Megazord is really weak to rocks, so I would like to have that. I kind of need to run Sneasler against Whimsicott, otherwise I just have a bad time. So I think against this... yeah, against Garchomp, I don't really want the quad weakness. Maybe I don't run Sneasler. Maybe I run. Yeah, I think I just don't run Sneasler here. I could just accept that they're going to get a Tailwind off. Yeah, my Cleaver got faked out, which means it's probably gonna die to the Venusaur. Oh, fuck off. Fucking Scarf Powder Venusaur, what the fuck? Scarf isn't a guaranteed, Oh, I agree. Sleep isn't... There we go. Sleep is nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Bye, Charizard. Right, with Charizard gone, they've got one unknown guy that could be Garchomp, Gengar, or Whimsicott. It's probably Garchomp, so I'm gonna go Meganium. Meganium also beats Venusaur with Fire-type Weather Ball. Don't forget to Mega this time. Then we just Hyper Voice again. Did they get a White Herb off? Did they get their item? Did they get a fucking... Shit, I didn't think about Diaclaw. I had forgotten about Diaclaw. Wake up, Zorok, please. You missed. Fuck. Alright, what's your last guy? This is the problem. They do have a last guy. Fucking Garchomp! Icy Wind, save me! I think I'm fucked. Yeah, King Gambit dies to close combat. You don't survive this earthquake. Fuck! Fucking Sleep Powder Scarf Sleep Powder Venusaur. Meganium, if I'd killed, I needed to get rid of that, Sneasler faster, is the main thing. The end of the day, I should have made sure to kill Sneasler. Because then, Charizard was already dead by rocks, so that's whatever. But it was, Meganium's immune to Sleep Powder. All grass types are, so... Things right. Charizard again, so I am going to bring out. Why the hell is Sleep Powder 75% accurate? Because grass types are all immune to it. That's the counterplay, baby. Meganium or yeah, against the fish. I go Meganium. So next, Frog Slash, Bitter Malice, Basculegion. Because Bitter Malice tends to just kill Basculegion. Zoroark is very fast. Okay. Joy of Politoed. Okay, so they're a Swift Swim. Or are they? Or are they just slower than Scarf Cleaver? Yeah, Cleaver's done his job. Fine enough. Just kills Basculegion. You do Meganium. We love rocks. I can't see what the remaining guys are from here, which is annoying. Yeah. Can I? I can. So they've either got Sneasler, what's his face, or Charizard. They probably don't have Sneasler, or they would have opened with it. So yeah, it probably still does massive damage if they swap out to Charizard anyway. Yeah, they do this, it becomes ice. Is it faster than Zoroark, though, is the question. I don't think it is. I don't think Mega, It is! Wow, it's so fast! But both mighty guys survive! Ooh! Yeah, Mega Frostlass is so fast. Kill that frog! Frog fucking dead. Sneasler? My gosh. So they're probably going to try and Dire Claw. Here, I'm going to do this so I can Will-O-Wisp the Sneasler, because they're definitely going to try and Dire Claw Meganium. And so hopefully King Gambit just, like, absorbs the hit. Or Fake Out. Either way, it's the better play. We just... He probably survives a close combat. The only... After that... I heard comp players say Mega Frost she is real good. I'm just trying to avoid triggering Sneasler's Unburden, so... Yeah. Okay, they go to close combat. Does that still kill King Gambit? No, it doesn't! Ha ha! Thank you, Burn. But she doesn't survive this, so it doesn't matter. Honestly, that was pretty much over already. Even if they one-shot King Gambit, I still get to hit with, I still get to hit with both of them, and then I just have Mega Meganium, and, like, they can kill what? They can't kill both my guys. They simply cannot kill two guys at once with something that can only hit one at a time, because it has no spread moves. I mean, it probably does have some spread moves, but it probably is not very good on it. Everyone's got something. Whether or not they're actually a good idea to put on them. Okay. Not me putting Earthquake on all of my team. Okay. So Mouse Hold. King Gambit is my main way of killing Floette, but it is weak to a lot of their other... Not actually that weak to a lot of other things. I think I open with... I don't think Zoroark's gonna be good against much here. Actually, it is pretty actually good. I'm gonna go Zoroark. And... Against... Yeah, with Garchomp, I think I do want Meganium. Also, Meganium's immune to Rage Powder from Sinistcha. I don't think... Glimmora basically just hits... The plant. The flower. Always been VGC because he always been a singles baby on Showdown. I think I enjoy... I haven't... Singles is fine, but I think I enjoy VGC for Delphox and Mousehold. Interesting. So Mousehold is probably going to be doing Follow Me. That's almost certainly their strat. The question is, do I want to try and set up... I think I want to set up rocks regardless. And then just get damage in with Hyper Voice. Mega Delphox. This is definitely someone using because it's their favorite rather than because it's good. Mega Delphox does look amazing. They didn't use Follow Me! Fuck! I could have killed Delphox! substitute. Interesting. Gotcha! Oh, Hyper Voice goes through substitute. Incredible. Right, they're going to Earthquake almost certainly. I don't have anything good to swap in, so I'm just going to, Zorok should... I need to Will-O-Wisp this Garchomp. Yeah. Maybe I should have the Stone Axe Garchomp to try and kill it faster. Yeah, I'm very dead too. I think this was a mistake. Garchomp's gonna Earthquake. It's gonna kill both my guys. Delphox has got Levitate so it doesn't get hit by Earthquakes. This is their strat, this is their team. They're making use of Delphox. That was... Cleavor survives, baby! Never! Except that Cleavor stocks are down. What I'm hoping here is that Cleavor kills Delphox, or they swap out Delphox, and Cleavor Stone Axes into something else. Delphox uses Protect, sure. Okay. Unfortunate. The Cleavor dies here, the Meganium should takes nothing. Probably a Scarfed Garchomp. Yeah. You're protected, Dazzling Gleam. Chunks Garchomp. They've still got one unknown, which is concerning. Not a good time to be King Gambit, though. But I kind of have to do this, because I don't have any other way of killing Delphox. Pokemon Battle Revolution for Nintendo, we had more complicated animation than this game does. Okay, withdrawing Garchomp. I kind of saw that coming. Put in Sinistra to heal Delphox. Makes sense. Doesn't matter, Delphox is dead. And it's pretty much game over, yeah. Easy game. Yeah, like, I'm always, like, kind of in two minds. Honestly, I think this game does have pretty good move animations, but maybe that's just because it's been so long of the games looking like garbage that one game that looks slightly better looks better. But I guess I think that the thing with saying, "Oh, this old thing had looked better than the new thing," partially comes down to like the demands of graphical fidelity. Kind of that God is like making a fancy battle animation in a Wii game is a lot easier than making a fancy animation in this, where they're all shiny and have so many particle effects. And they have to make sure they don't make the whole thing explode because you're trying to run it on phones as well. And there's just a lot more of them. There's probably like, what, double the amount of Pokemon that there were in Battle Revolution? I mean, obviously in this one, yes, it is going to come out on phones later this year. So you don't even need to have... Once it comes out on phones, you won't even need to have a Nintendo Switch. But yeah, it's made by, I think the same... Like, the outsourcing company is a phone game company. Not, usually. I think in this case, yeah. But yeah, so it is planned for release on phones later this year. No PC release, which is annoying. And I'm playing it on my original Switch, so it doesn't look that great. Do I want to keep playing ranked? I've played a lot of ranked. I feel like... Is there a match history? What's my match history look like? I can see... Oh, this the... Oh no, that's just... What's in the thing. No, I'd like to... I wish I could see, like... I don't think there's a match history. Aww. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. Again, this just... I have been kind of in a funk since since Spy Games went, we got an AI company. We're not doing anything with it, but we've still got an AI company now. And so I was like, Plus, like, I think it's good to move away from gacha games, because even though it was a card game and you could argue against it, Shadowverse was still a gacha, and Worlds Beyond even more so, I think. I think they definitely did amp the monetization up. So having this, where I don't feel... One, I can take advantage of the fact that I own I've bought a bunch of Pokemon games previously on the Switch, and thusly have access to the bunch of guys I need. And the fact, yeah, the monetization just doesn't feel... is extremely... not that aggressive. Like, it's aggressive in the senses that you do feel pretty... I would say you do feel pretty constrained when there isn't... How much money? So that you say, yeah, but I don't know how much they could really add to make it cost that much money. Like, well, they could... Like, they could go back on some of the things they've said. Like they said, there's no way to infinitely buy victory points. There's no way to buy tickets for recruitment and that lot. But fundamentally, you can't really make... They'll make this have super... Like, you can have nice outfits. I don't think... Yeah, they might have some stuff for the phone version, but... Like, they're gonna have to keep them at parity, is the thing. And honestly, like, if I'm Nintendo, I want more people spending money more on the Switch version, because then you don't have to worry about Google or Apple taking a cut. You make people buy the microtransactions on Switch, you get to keep all the money. And charge the same. Yeah, I'm liking this team. I'm liking... Cleaver has been doing the work. Even if I haven't pressed any other button apart from Donax. Wonder when the C&D is coming for Showdown? Probably never. If they were going to... If they were going to C&D Showdown, they would have done it a long, long time ago. Like, they're not Champions isn't gonna be like their way of enforcing a patent. It's just their way of having a their way of being able to appeal. Because Showdown has always been a service issue. It's similar to how streaming versus piracy. How, like, the reason Showdown is popular is because competitive Pokemon is inaccessible. So you don't need to C&D Showdown. Less people are going to be using Showdown because there is now an accessible form of competitive. Obviously, not yet, because this is basically a different game with the current roster and item lists. But I think I like Dark Pact with you to get into Showdown. I don't care for Showdown. The problem I have with Showdown is, you just have The problem I have with Showdown is you have access to everything, and it's very overwhelming, and trying to figure out what's good in what tiers, I just find it all too much, and I'm a sucker for not having a bad interface. I would like to have things look nice. And, like, I know that's why people play Showdown. It's great for, like, theory crafting and stuff, but I think the restrictions of Champions... I think the restrictions of Champions makes it more interesting to me than trying to faff around on Showdown. People are a bit more savvy on Showdown than Champions, so more people fall for Zoroark tricks. The other thing, and like, battle sims have existed, like, yeah. I don't think Nintendo is going to go after Showdown, because it's just not... The important thing, right, historically, always the case, does Showdown have, like, any kind of paid service to it? If Showdown ever asks for money, then it's in trouble. And that's what happens. That's every time you have seen Nintendo take these things down, it's because those people who... You find out that the reason is entirely because the people behind it had some kind of money, whether it was donations or Patreon. Even if it wasn't gating out content, if you are taking money and you are related to a product, to something Nintendo wants to sue, that is their in for... Yeah, okay. The C&Ds... Like, okay, when you look at stuff like Pokemon Uranium, it's not that the fan game was charging money. I'm pretty sure that they had, like, the person behind the fan game had, like, a Patreon or a Ko-Fi or something. And it doesn't matter if that's actually related to your thing. As long as they can tie that source of income to you, they now have... What they have now is an address. If you don't have that, they can't find you. This is the legal thing. If you don't have a source of if you don't have something that is very easy for someone to find out your legal trace ace, which is almost anything that goes through money, Ko-Fi, whatever. If you're not doing it via super discreet something or other that's used for black market nonsense, they can find you through that, and that's the train they can use to send you legal threats. If Showdown doesn't do that, then Nintendo doesn't know where they are, and so they can't actually file anything. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong, but any time there's been, like, there's these C&Ds, it has been a paper trail, whether that's on the hosting service, or the either the hosting service or the payment service. Doing dead drops of Spanish pieces 8 to the backwards of Maine. So it depends, yeah, and both on where Showdown is hosted and do they have a money paper trail at all. And I don't think they do, so they can't be touched, really. So really, like, I don't think this is going to be Pokemon's in for, I have no idea how Showdown pays for those injuries. That's probably intentional. Like, as I said, that's why. We don't know how Showdown pays for anything, and that's why it can't be touched. They've probably kept that very obfuscated, deliberately. So yeah, I don't think they're going for Showdown. I don't think these really compete with each other in that kind of regard, because when you're playing Champions, you want to play it for things you don't get in Showdown, really. Hello, Laha. We're just talking about stuff about ill-advised legal nonsense. Because people are going, oh, Champions means they're going to come after Showdown. I could also be wrong. Like, I am no legal expert. I don't know a single thing about law. I have just seen stuff happen. And I saw... So... yeah, that's all it. But I think... I was thinking of maybe... seeing if people wanted to do... I hope I'm not wrong. Like, I don't want Showdown to... I don't want Showdown to go, because I don't care for it, but it's like it's a good thing to exist. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure they won't try and touch it. I don't think they consider it... I don't think they consider it a problem. Ayasami Ace Attorney? Well, I'm not Ace, and I'm not an attorney, so... both of those are wrong. Yeah, I think I'll probably say that's enough for today. I think I've tired myself out. I need to go have a rest, have a licenses. I was gonna see if I could. I was thinking maybe about grabbing people for private battles, but I think I'll start doing that next time. I'll probably be doing this fairly regularly because this was very fun, and I feel like I improve a lot on stream. Because when I'm off stream, I tend to like... I'll wait for you to understand the game more before killing you. Boss. I feel like when this is true for Shadowverse as well, I feel like I learn more on stream than off stream. Because I think I almost treat let's pop that away and move over to this stream because I want to make sure I don't fuck anything up going for the things. Now I can turn off this switch screens. Well, I don't want to switch screens back because I'll just monitor it for a bit. Ah! But yeah, yeah, I feel like almost because I'm talking on screen and I'm talking explaining my moves out loud, I get to realize which ones are bad moves before. Because when I'm playing by myself, when I'm playing off stream, I usually just like make my moves super fast without really thinking about them. I don't really like stop and think, hang on, is this a good idea or a bad idea? And yes, I think that helps me get better. Almost like a fucking the coding duck thing.
where if you're a programmer, you have a duck on your desk, and so you explain when you're having trouble, you explain your code. When you're having trouble, you explain your code to the duck, and that helps you find out flaws with your code. Just by saying something out loud to what you consider something of an audience, just helps you think it through a bit more. Yeah, I have a lot on. I don't think this might be my regular weekend thing now. Possibly. I've been struggling to figure out how to fill the thing, or I might just do like more off-the-cuff streams for it. Who knows? Totally, I gotta find someone to raid. Who's online? Who? Oh.
About damn time.
Ooh, thank you for the follow. Domain expansion from the Rule 34th fourth artist. Ominous. But also, hello. I'm about to. I'm just looking for this game out right at the end of the stream. I'm gonna raid Powell. Murphy-Gator, who is playing something. I don't know what it is, but it looks neat. Playing some Steam games, it seems. It do be like that. I get a lot of when I'm streaming at this time because I tend to end a bit early. It's like I need a little break. I need to just stop, and I was like, I have worn myself down. But yeah, have fun. I'll definitely be doing more Champions, and there'll be more, of course, more streams next week. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Go say hi to the good old Murphy-Gator who's playing. Said he's playing some. He's looking at Steam scrolling side things. You're literally right. So many people coming in. I do need to. Hopefully, next week I'll go for a bit longer. But I think it's today. I'm just tired. I've got a bunch of chores to do today, so I have to. So it's probably a good idea to end a bit early. I've been very busy. I've been doing a lot of cleaning today. So that's probably why I'm a bit exhausted. Ending a bit earlier than usual. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye!